ladies and gentlemen, Scott Perry Johnson, author of The Abandoned Poet, coming right at ya. Today, we're going to be talking about an op shop in Blaxland, Australia, New South Wales, just past the train station, down the road the corner, past IGA. Now, when I went to this op shop, well, I was surprised. I've never driven a vehicle in my life. I grew up riding horses, you see. But I haven't ridden for quite a while. And, well, I've never driven a car before. Not once. I've never driven a vehicle except a little motorbike when I was a kid. But when I walked into the op shop, I was absolutely amazed today that I got these kicks. Yeah? Just only $5. Only for $5 these kicks. These could sell for like 100. But before that, I visited the store the first time, before today. Yo. Look how I rock this backpack with many compartments in it. For only $10. That's all. $10. This could sell for about 150. I mean, these guys are great there. I had no access to get to a place for a while because I don't drive, and wow, they've got all my needs there. It saves me travel time. I hate transportation. These guys are radical. Thanks for hugging me. I've never had a childhood before. It says innocence on the tombstone. Love you. There's a few more issues. When I go out shopping, I see some really attractive guys that work at some of these supermarkets, and I ask them where I can find something in an aisle, but they're standoffish because it's one attractive guy to another. So, well, despite whether you like me or hate me, they kind of treat it like a rivalry. I'm just like, where can I find the lamb leg roast? Yeah, aisle 4. Thanks, dude. Yeah. Okay. Have a nice day. Now, I study something I coined a term of called appearance psychology, as well as tall poppy syndrome. I basically believe that people turn out the way they're treated by others based on their physical appearance. Well, for example, I'm a 5-time kidnap/sexual slavery survivor. I know what it's like to be objectified. Oh, I was once sold for $50,000, believe it or not. We're going to include a book reading in this as well to take my point home. I wrote a piece called The Average Person in my first edition. And, well, let's go. We used to say where beauty lies, dearest to our hearts. The attraction goes from the brain to the heart, where everybody starts. The shallow darkness of judgment, based on a pleasant sight to some. Others may prefer different sights, which sickly fits in with their decorum. The luckiest of all look an average, and are down to earth. However, we're all beautiful, as we've all been crowned from birth. We were crowned and honoured, as we were all put here for a purpose. Some may feel luckier, and others feel like they're burdened with a curse. Is it any wonder that the homely and the pretty feel such frustration? They're either abused for their looks, or used for their looks, with no way of indication. I think what's inside is gorgeous, if you only dig a little deeper. As we wait for years to come. Welcome in the Reaper. By average person, knows where they stand. They are loved for who they are. The homely and pretty will never know inside a blistering scar. The homely never stands a chance to show the grace and kindness from within. Pretty people are the same and seen as an object, so neither one could win. The average lives in peace, knowing that they're truly loved for all they are inside. The homely and pretty don't stand a chance as they lock themselves away and hide. In a way, it's like a private living hell. Why can't we all come together? Attraction isn't physical appearance. It's the love and happiness shared with one another. So, what of all shades of skin and shape of common lust? I'd like to just be an orb of energy, so as to know if I feel blessed or feel disgust, desired or rejected for your features, which holds no importance at all. The pure love people have missed out on now, to me, they seem small. What of absolute preference? But perhaps I'm a hypocrite. I'd only be with someone I truly love. I'd never change my mind and quit. But forgive the fact that I strayed from the previous path of horrible people. It's not about what I just said. It's about the person you're with. It's simple! If to whom you're with did not have face, would you love them any less? I know the stupidity of the common person, so it wouldn't take me long to guess. I have no pity for the unloved. It's your fault you missed out on bliss and joy. People are either discarded for their looks or just used as a toy. I love to see those old couples that just enjoy each other's company. They live in kindness and companionship. There's no judgment or vanity. The people with the unwritten rules of her face and body through coercion, they may be that larger majority, but it's best to be the average person. Let's discuss one of the second last subjects, the taxi drivers in the Blue Mountains area between Blaxland. In Lithgow they rocked, but there was this one, there's this one horrible person who drove off every time he saw me coming. Beep beep! Just love how these MOFers try to justify homophobia, but I'm not missing out. My foster father uses some of his connections to send a good taxi company to me. You don't want to use the Springwood taxi company, the Katoomba taxi company, or the Blaxland taxi company. When I called her, I said, "Who's in charge?" And she said, "Ah, you're the bloody moron!" Suing them. All three surrounding taxi companies. Springwood, Katoomba, Blaxland. And F me dead, this is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy doing it too. There are so many ways that people can justify being homophobic. But do you think you got something over on me? Huh? You think you do? Yeah, all I have to do is make one call to my unofficial foster father, and he sends a taxi. Sometimes he even pays for it. You got nothing over me. And keep in mind, I was offered a huge sum of money from Hollywood. I can, in about 15 years, I might have my very own black stretch limousine. Why do I need you people? And if you're such winners, why do you spend over 30 years driving fucking taxis and smoking cigarettes out the window? If you smoke them, got them, but I've quit for over a year. If you're such winners, why the hell do you pick and choose? Especially when you're picking up a young celebrity. Does it give you some kind of satisfaction, some kind of power? Some kind of feeling of accomplishment when you find out that someone's an author or a singer or a YouTuber? I mean, come on. You're already living in hell. I'm living in luxury. Frying up primo salmon, bitches. Yeah. You know what it's my breath to do once again. Who's bad? Dun, 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 dun. Well, I think this basically concludes our YouTube video, And me and the police force are getting on pretty well lately. Mine was actually gushing. I just slammed the door and said, hope you enjoy your prison cell, mate. Oh. I might have overreacted a bit. He was one of the arresting officers, but now he knows he's wrong. And he was kind of gushing over, how far I've come. I actually saw him go on, but I was still angry. The police force haven't treated me well here for the past almost a decade either. I mean, there's this very violent woman capable of murder, and there's an AVO on me right now. I joined the club, I had one removed a few years ago. Pretty fun. I'm getting used to these games. Well, anyway, she's going to court and it's going to be reversed. It's the last thing I do. 2 false arrests and 3 false charges. This life is getting fun. Celebrities get targeted a lot. I'm really very sorry for being famous. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you? I'm really sorry. Now, I grew up in poverty and all. Housing, homeless street kid, you name it. But I couldn't find my way around to get things, and, well, for a while. And I hate public transport, I really do. I can't wait to have a driver again. I mean, I'm pretty humble despite how far I've come. But yes, Blaxland, well, sometimes. Blaxland in the Blue Mountains, Australia, New South Wales, Hop Shop. Just at the corner down from our IGA. I fully support you. They're nice old ducks and they do a lot for charity. So, bravo, bravo. Very friendly people too. If I go in there, I get a hug. I like hugs. Well, this is wrapping up the video now. My name is Scott Perry Johnson, author of The Abandoned Poet, in full support of Blaxland, Australia, New South Wales op shop in Blaxland, across the train station past the IGA, signing up. I fight for truth. I fight for justice. I fight for you. I am the Abandoned Poet. Do something good for yourselves today. Every day. This is Scotty, signing